Hey everybody. Yes, it's Tess again. I'm coming to you from my car. I was out and I thought, hey, it might be fun to do a short video from here. Sorry I didn't do one yesterday. What we're going to talk about today, for a couple minutes anyway, is invisible illnesses. Let's say that. And they can be everything. Diabetes is an invisible illness. Arthritis is sometimes an invisible illness. A lot of illnesses can be invisible illnesses. And that just basically means, do you know when I'm walking across the street that I have an illness or a handicap or whatever? If you can't tell, it doesn't mean I'm healthy. It doesn't mean that I'm just fine. It often means that what I'm suffering from isn't showing outside. That happens to me. Happens to me a lot. I'm pretty spry for an old lady, and I often do not look like I'm sick. One of my big problems is fibromyalgia. Yay, fibromyalgia. Trauma bond, people. I've had it since I was diagnosed in 2000 with it. My mother read the list of issues that the doctor gave me, and she was like, you've had this since you were a teenager. And I have to agree with her. And I've suffered some shit for it. Oh my gosh. There are people out there still who rolled their eyes at me and said, well, you just can't sit still. You can't pay attention. Your mind isn't on what you're doing. You're not listening to me. I don't sit still well because I hurt and I move a lot because of it. So I have to shift my hips. I have to shift my head. I have to shift, shoulders, everything to keep from being in as much pain as I was. I was doing meditating with a group of people who were meditating, and I was told that I wasn't meditating, that I couldn't meditate because I had no attention span, and oh, by the way, I also have ADHD, so haha. Anyway, and for years I thought that I was just defective. Not defective, I'm different. Just different. We're going to talk about meditation, by the way. I have a big video planned on that one. So, but I think the big message and the quick message that I'm going to go with right now is give yourself a break and give your next door neighbor, your best friend, the person across the street, give them a break too. Doesn't mean that we shouldn't be responsible for ourselves. It doesn't mean that you have to let people get away with everything because they might be sick. Just keep an eye open. And instead of, getting mad at someone because they're not walking fast enough, think, maybe. And when you can't walk fast enough, just be straight with your friends and say, look, I can't do it today. I was told once something that just tore the top of my head off with the knowledge, which is, no is a complete sentence. So is, I can't today. So is, I'm sorry, I don't want to do that. These things do not need qualification. I'm not capable of doing these things today. I do not want you to do those things to me. Those are all things I don't have to answer. Well, why not? Why? If I say I can't, just take me at my word. Take other people at their word. Make other people take you at your word. I'll do another one later on. You have a good day. Love you. Bye-bye.